We are tackling it from the M1's position, and the M1 has one job, and that is to say, fuck these two other parts of the map. These shits don't exist, and we're only going to push this walker, right?
Right.
This is our goal. We're going to take this walker, right? And this is all prior to 20 minutes. So before 20 minutes, we're literally going to act like these 2/3 of the map don't exist at all, and we're only pushing this out. Now, how are we going to get ahead then if we can't participate in any fights? Well, that's the beauty. The best way of getting ahead is by not fighting at all. And that is through kind of three core ways. One of those is being no dying, right? We do not want to die. As
Right.
M1, it is imperative that we do not die because by dying, we can't do the other two steps, which the second step is getting wave. We want to make sure that we get every single wave possible. We do not want to miss a single wave. And then we also want to farm in between. So essentially what every lane is going to look like is wave's going to crash, we're going to hard kill the wave, then we're going to go farm. Then we're going to come back, hard kill the wave, then we're going to go farm.
Right.
Right? And if we get ahead, we want to then start to do this farming process in the enemy jungle.
Right.
M1 and kind of spirit carry position too. The what you always want to be doing is something that is guaranteed value. So one of the things that is most commonly the not guaranteed value is looking for picks or looking for kills, right?
Yeah.
What we want to do is we want to force situations that can get us kills. So one of those being, let's say we're ahead, right? Instead of just running around the map trying to look for kills, we're going to invade the enemy jungle.
Mhm.
Then the guarantee is if they show up or if they don't show up, we still get a camp and we're still raising our economy and we're shutting off their economy.
Right.
The other option is they show up and likely if you're ahead, you can 1v1 or escape, right? So you're
Yeah.
likely able to get a little bit, pressure the jungle, maybe you can get a kill on them, leave, right? That is what we're always trying to do is we're always trying to get guaranteed value and we're always trying to force an option, right? For the enemy team to pick. Because imagine, let's just put us into a hypothetical. The enemy wave state looks like, we'll say it looks like this, right? It looks like this. Now, if I am the enemy and teams are and let's say there's a team fight here, where am I going to go?
I mean, either side, but I would assume left.
Well, I'll make it even simpler, right? Let's assume that these are killed, right? Let's
Okay.
assume that the objectives are already dead, right? And let's just say these are what the wave states are looking like. Where is the enemy team likely to go?
They're likely to just try and push mid, I
Yeah,
guess.
they're going to fight mid because there's nothing pressing them on these other two sides, right?
Yeah.
Um now let's even back it up a little bit more. Like let's say they're trying to push up on Walker, right? So because the wave states are so fucking bad for your team,
Mm.
there everybody can just come to here with no punishment, right? Now let's say that this situation is the same. Let's say that this Walker is getting pushed up on for your team, but you're doing the same over here, right?
Right.
We'll do the screen. So now what option is being forced if the team fight is here?
Um. But we could either push their walker on left, but that's kind of dangerous, and I feel like the safer choice is just protect our walker on green.
Yes, but what you should do always is push though. I'll explain this a little bit better.
Sure.
So essentially, if there's a team fight happening mid and you guys have no lane pressure, there's no reason for them to go to either of these two lanes because mid is being pressured and they don't get anything out of these two. By by you pushing this lane, it means that some people have to now leave this team fight to go save the walker.
Right.
So essentially, we're doing what I said earlier with the camp, but to a larger scale, where they need to come and fight you here,
Mm.
or they just lose a major objective. And if they don't show up, you still get a major objective, right? So
Right.
they can try to fight here, but since the wave state is good on your end, at least here, they don't have the what would you say? They don't have the ability to just go mid and not worry about anything else. They have to
Right.
worry about things. And that's the whole point of M1 is we want to get the enemy team thinking. Um and picking an option, right? So the way that this will play out in laning phase is a little bit simpler, and it's just after every single wave, we're gonna look for two options, and the two options are: can I get a kill? Yes or no. If the answer is no, then that's whenever we do this rinse and repeat farm
Right.
back in lane, farm back in lane. If we feel confident we can get a kill, we play aggressive. We try to kill. Right?
And then what are some
Um,
examples of like an M1 carry? Like who would
yeah, so that's gonna be like Venator, Infernus. That's going to be Haze, Wraith. Anybody who literally most of their damage is coming from just holding left click.
Oh, so it's
That's why
literally
it's called
okay, it's
M1.
literally
It's
M1. Okay.
yeah, that's why it's called that. Is because it's
That
literally
makes
just
sense.
if you can hold down
What
left
would
click.
you consider Graves to be?
Um, it's kind of tough. I kind of consider her an off carry, but really I just consider her bad, like really bad. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I would consider her probably like an off carry. She usually just sits in a side lane and pushes shit out, but she's so bad that I like never even think of her
Fair enough.
really. But yeah, in like her stronger states, she's like an off carry or a spirit carry. Um, okay, cool. So that's M1. Does that make sense for the most part?
Yeah, no, it does make
The
sense.
main thing is literally just get farm, go and wave. And also at like 8 minutes, you want to bitch off whoever's on your lane. Like you want to solo lane for as long as possible. The reason why
Right.
M1s can thrive at that too is because they can just camp back, kill shit before it even
Yeah,
pushes
that's
up
true.
on them. Right?
That makes a lot of sense actually.
Okay, so spirit carry will put you on the weak side. Assume that the M1 is here. So spirit carry is the same as M1, but instead of ignoring 2/3 of the map, you're ignoring the third that the M1's
Yeah,
on,
the
right?
M1.
So we are looking for our same options, right? We're trying not to die. We're trying to get farm and get big. But our one thing is instead of just thinking, hey, can I get kills in my lane? You're also thinking of can I get kills in the other lane, right? So we push out the wave and we're like, okay, can I get a pick here? Like it looks likely they're pushing up on my team. I'm gonna come and gank, right?
Right.
Also, spirit carries tend to have a lot of mobility, so invading is a lot more advantageous for them. So, like, if I'm playing like Mina, for example, most of my game is I'm hard shoving, I'm like one shotting this camp, running back, clearing wave, coming in here, killing this, stealing this, or if those aren't up yet, I'm like getting a kill, running over here off boost pad, seeing if I can get a pick. If not, run back.
Right.
That's the traditional path. So it's literally the exact same, but you're splitting and then you're also looking for fights. Right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. And one thing with M1 and Spirit Carry is also like the reason why we're perma pushing is for Prio on the side lane objectives like Rift or Earn. By having Prio, obviously they can't get as far
Yeah,
on Zip while
unzip.
your team can get all the way there, which is like advantageous. Also, just having it pushed, as I said earlier, pressures a walker. You guys can always like trade objectives. If you have no lane pressure, you can never trade anything.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, cool. So frontliner, and obviously we'll dive into like position two once we're actually playing it, but it literally
Sure.
is just M1 but different. Frontliner is usually mid lane. This is gonna be characters like Billy, Abram, Silver, those type of fat characters.
Yeah.
Their goal is really they facilitate invasions because most of them have decent escape and they're also tanky as shit, so they can go into enemy jungles, start fights, pull pressure away from other lanes to create space. Like let's say there's people in the jungle over here on the enemy team over here, and your teammates trying to push this by invading this jungle and creating a commotion. People will start rotating over and then give space for the rest of your team to play. Um, Also, just like kind of in Overwatch and other hero shooters, is like the frontliner's job is really to just piss off these two people.
Yeah.
Like you just want to consistently hard dive the M1 to make sure that they can't play the game, so that you're trading their highest value player for your middling value player.
Yeah. No, that makes
Traditional.
sense.
Yeah, flex is just any of these, but like another of them. Really, it's just like maybe we need an extra M1, so that's what we get as a flex. Like frontliner, maybe we just have another frontliner. You know, it's just any of these. Pick. This is like Bebop, Holiday, Paradox, Haze, kind of, Mo and Krill, kind of, just any characters that have abilities that like shut down a character where you can just get an easy pick on them. These characters tend to scale super well into like the second half of the game because that's when kills are a little bit more important because the timers are longer. But in the early game, they're looking for whoever's strong. Let's say that there's an M1 here on the enemy team. I'll just draw this out like this. The pick is going to be hovering around them for the early game to make sure that they don't get ahead. Right? You're just trying
Right.
to battle them, kill them, so they can't scale. Soft and hard supports are pretty simple. Literally, they're just going to fight everywhere that there's going to be a fight. That's pretty much it. And then most of their economy comes from box runs, trophy hunter. It's very rarely from like sitting in the lanes because they're usually like hovering like the M1 for example, so they don't get picked, or they're hovering your spirit carry to help with ganks so that you can get better pick opportunities. Okay, does that make sense?
Yes, that does.
Okay, cool. So those are the roles explained. I'm going to dive into timers because I think it's the other important thing. I just like to give people a rough idea of what those rules look like because again, it's not spelled out for you, and then
Yeah,
going into every game understanding it is super helpful.
that's true.
Um, okay, cool. So let's do. I'm gonna write down a bunch of numbers,
Okay.
and you just tell me what they mean after I'm done. If you know what they mean. Um, okay. Okay. Do
Okay.
we know what these timers are?
2 minutes is small camp start.
Tier one.
Um, 3 minutes is boxes and the statues. 5 minutes is bridge buff.
Mm-hmm.
6 minutes, I have no idea.
It's gonna be 2-2.
Oh, really? Okay, I thought they were both at 8 actually. Um, 8 is sinners and tier 3 question mark, or is it just
Yeah, yeah,
sinners?
yeah. No, it's Sinners 2-3.
Oh,
That's less important, but Sinners is like the
yeah,
big one.
sinners. Uh, 10 is bridge buff again.
Plus Earn.
Oh,
The
and
other two.
uh, 12 minutes. Again, no idea.
It's gonna be Rift. First Rift.
Really? Okay.
15
Uh,
is Bridge Buff plus Earn again.
okay.
And then 18 is going to be second Rift. And then 20 minutes is what I'd like to consider the mid shift. This is essentially when timers are long enough where mid is possible. And we'll go into that. It also changes fundamentally how you're going to play the game. After 20 minutes, the entire game shifts, right? Pre 20 minutes is just absurd securing as much income as possible and playing the map as well as possible, right? Post 20 minutes, the game gets very simple, and I'll explain that momentarily. But the big ones that we want to focus on, right? Tier one as an off carry or spirit carry, super important because no matter if you're on weak side or strong side, usually the characters can really easily invade.
Right.
So we always want to steal small camp. Every single 2 minutes, we want to steal small camp, right? So that's important. Boxes also important, but I see them get misused a lot in lower elo players, or even in like mid elo players. Like boxes are usually for two things, and one of them is like rotations. You're just using them while you're getting to somewhere else.
Yeah.
So if you're playing spirit carry while you're going for ganks, look for boxes, right? And when you're coming back, take another route of boxes.
Right.
Um, but it's usually there whenever you don't have anything else on the map. If you're playing spirit carry, usually there's going to be things that you can pressure that are more important. Um, okay, then another one that's really important, obviously bridge buff is super important. Around 5 minutes, your net worth is going to be roughly 3K. The bridge buff value is close to 3.2K, like mathematically. It's not going to give you 3.2K souls, but that's like roughly what it comes out to as a bonus.
Right.
So at 5 minutes, if you get that bridge buff, you're essentially doubling your power. Um, so it's super, super, super strong. And at 5 minutes, you should always be there, no matter
Right.
what. The other one I want to point out, Sinners. Again, if you're playing Spirit Carry, characters like, Mina, Apollo Pocket, characters that have really good escape,
Yeah.
we want to immediately at 8 minutes be invading. And no matter what, right?
Okay.
We always want to be at 8 minutes trying to pressure something else, or at the bare minimum, taking our own. But really, we always want to farm backwards. We always want to push as far forward and then work our way back so that we're cutting off their supplies first and then using our own supplies, right? Um, Another one, first rift, less important. Second rift, very important because second rift is pretty much rifts are guaranteed team fights. You know,
Yeah.
people are all going to gather up and fight there, which is good because if you're losing, if you're fighting inside of the rift, you have an opportunity to come back because you get stronger when you're in the rift when you're behind. And then if you're ahead, you have plays that you can make by like letting them take it first and then fighting after, or pushing up and trying to fight them before. It's pretty much a guaranteed time where there's going to be a net worth swing, right?
Right.
But the big reason why I marked down 18 minutes is because usually at the end of the earn fight or the end of the rift fight is around 20 minutes. So if you guys get 2 kills off of this team fight, mid boss is pretty much guaranteed. So that's why I rate 18 minutes rift, and it's why you should always try to not die before it, and you should always try to play around it. Okay.
Right.
Is this making sense for the most part?
Yeah, I know the rest.
Okay, cool. I mean, it's done here. And then we're going to focus on the important thing, which is pretty much this post 20 minutes. Now, post 20 minutes, I'm telling you, it's so simple. And once you hear it, and you might already know it, but it's like legit, once you have this, the game is so much easier. And literally, all you are looking for at 20 minutes is 2 kills. Literally, that is it.
Right.
You are looking for 2 kills to go into mid boss. Nothing else matters at this point. This is all the game devolves into.
That makes sense.
So once 20 minutes happens, we're playing Spirit Carry. We're gonna still try to steal as much farm as possible. We're gonna try to keep our income lead, but the big thing we're looking for is to not die and to find ways to secure 2 kills. Your characters that you play are pretty good at that
Yeah.
because they just have fucking good abilities that do a ton of damage. So we are just trying to look for those 2 kills, and then immediately, no matter what we're doing, we're for sure not going to push walkers. We're not going to do anything else other than go mid boss, right?
Right.
Then, the last point of this is once we get mid boss, we fix our waves. Then we clear the remaining parts of the jungle. We buy, and then we push whatever we need, right? If we
Yeah.
need green walker, for example, we push that. But that's usually how you secure yourself a big lead and how you win the game.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Is all that making sense?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, let's fucking hop into the game. We'll actually watch the VOD itself. And we'll also tackle like itemization, some of these other concepts. You have like 300 hours, so I'm assuming you know movement stuff like mantle sliding and whatnot.
Yeah. Some. I mean, a lot of my hours were a while ago, but
Hmm.
still pretty comfortable. Simple.
Yeah.
Option.
Yeah, that's all you need. Like, do you know how to mantle slide? Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
if you know how to mantle slide, literally that's all you need. That shit carried me to Eternus. So you don't need a crazy amount of movement. Let me pull up that match ID really quickly, and I'll start the download while I look over the itemization. Um, okay, let us download this. Okay, and we're playing what in this game?
Apollo. I am Kachao.
Yeah, Kachao. Okay, cool. So we're playing Apollo. Build's looking relatively normal. What Apollo build do you use though? Just so I know.
I have like a hybrid that I kind of stole from someone and then altered because I didn't love the way that they
Mhm.
built it. I'll just DM it to
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Give me the
you.
idea.
Have a picture of it.
Okay. Trying to see. It's like immediately. Let me actually buy these items so I can tell. Mystic, improved gold friend, heal band, and then extra stand. Game 2 torment bulls. Yeah, I think this falls under what I was going to say is issue. Where the fuck is torment?
Tier 3, bottom right. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So instantly, I don't like the build order at all.
Okay.
Because we're like this game is all around playing around spikes, right? I don't know how familiar you are with this spike
A little
system.
bit, yeah.
So pretty much most characters will prioritize 2 of these 3, and you pretty much want to within your first row hit 4.8k on both because you get such crazy stat buffs from that 4.8k spike and you get diminishing returns afterwards, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if we go through your initial 10k, we hit the 8k spike on spirit, but we don't even hit the 4.8k spike on green, right?
Right.
So by missing that green spike, you can see here you're missing out on 23% HP just
Right.
by not buying those amount of items. Um, Also, right now, I don't like Torment Pulse really on Apollo that much. If I were to recommend a build, I think ABL and Osis both have good builds. I prefer Osis's build, but if you look at these, one thing you'll see that's in common is let me just buy up this top row and look what's both getting hit.
Right.
We're getting both 4.8k spikes. Now let me try with Osis and we'll see if that is the same. Right? Look, both 4.8k spikes, even if we take this off. 4.8k, 4.8k.
Yeah.
So by messing around with the build order, you're honestly depriving yourself of a lot of HP. Like, if I take away the Spirit Lifesteal and put you... Yours was even lower than this, so let's remove this. This is what yours is at. So 886 HP is what we're at. If we buy these two things, we go up to 1150.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So that's one thing. Again, I really like the Osis build. I think it's really good. He's traditionally one of the best builders. If you don't want to go with that, I think ABL's build, which has Tournament Pulse, is also a really good option. Both of them are really good builders.
Hmm.
I probably, out of the two, I'd probably recommend ABL's in its current state. Probably more so than
Okay.
Osis's. Yeah, so that's one thing that we'll keep in mind. Let me look at the rest of your items really quickly. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. I mean, one thing I'm noticing is for defensive items. Where like if you look at this, for example, like if you go through this whole build,
Yeah.
you don't have a single defensive item really in any of these. Then the super late, even we really don't get any. You bought Indomitable and Unstop. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
I did.
Which I would never recommend pretty much ever. And then we also have Spear Resist, which is fine. And then we also have Dispel Magic. So essentially you have 3 cleanses in one build.
Yeah.
And the worst thing you can do when you're behind in this game is build defensively.
Hmm.
Um, so you guys lost. If you had like the only one out of here that I maybe even would keep is maybe just Dispel, or if you're really getting hard CC'd all the time, maybe Indom, but the rest I don't think are as useful.
Yeah.
You could also get away with, I guess, just solo and you could get away with honestly any of these, but just like by themselves. And if you had a bunch more damage, like you would be so much more fine. The trap that people fall into, and they're like, oh, we're dying a lot, so let's buy a bunch of defensive items. But then buying defensive items, they now lack damage to be meaningful. Where like if they just had bought 2 more damage items, you probably would have killed the people that are doing damage to you. So by buying offensively, you're shutting off more people. In a weird way.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, cool. So let's look at graphs. So I'm gonna point out a few that I think are really helpful. Souls by Source, I think, is one that's really useful to just see how efficient we're playing the early game. So at 20 minutes, I can tell you right now, this might be one of the worst troopers that I've ever seen in the early game ever. The average is like what you should be shooting for in regarding troopers is 10 to 12k, right?
Okay.
You do like an absurd amount of boxes. It looks like the urn is great. That's perf. Spirit carry you can get away with maybe 8k and above. But like the reason why we want our troopers to be high and not our jungle is because first off, troopers are the best source of souls, but also they're the only active source of souls. Where like if you push a wave, that's guaranteed to do something on the map for your team. By doing the jungle camp, it doesn't do anything for your team unless it's the enemies, and even then, like that most of the time will be there where a wave Once it's gone forever. Like that
Right.
amount of souls you can never get. Right. So we look at their team, right? Look at the 7, right?
Yeah.
Probably less kills than you, I imagine. No, more kills than you, but didn't get earned or anything like that. But look, they come out of this early game with 3K more than you.
Yeah.
3K souls more than
That's
you.
true.
Like, let's just look at other examples. Silver, 9K. Yamato, 7K. That's pretty low. Holiday, 6K, super low. Dynamo, 8K, fine for support. And then Bebop, 8K, fine for support. Um, like let's see your like Venator should be a little higher, but it's good. Yeah. So that's one thing to keep in mind. That's usually the 20-minute mark where I point it out. This is damage dealt by type. This shows how active you are. And this is usually where we can pick out like any items that you have, like how much use they actually are. So like it looks like you don't get spirit burn until super fucking late.
Yeah, I didn't buy
So
it until
pretty much doesn't do anything. Mystic Burst, I guess you sell it because I'm like it doesn't proc anymore for the rest of the game. Um, Arctic Blast doing decent amount. Cold Front obviously gonna get stopped because you got Arctic. Yeah, so it looks like most of your items are doing something. Um, but it also shows that you were pretty active in the early game. Actually, really active during the early game, which is good. Then damage from players. This is showing you what you're dying to. So if we look at this, it looks like pretty much Holiday and 7 had their way with you. But this comp in general is mostly just spirit. So obviously we want to build things that are spirit resist. Now the issue that I'm running into, right, is we do buy this. This
yeah.
is fine. But look at some of these other items that you could have that also are spirit resist, right? Like this item, for example, if you had Scourge, you become like OP as fuck. Also, this item is just OP as fuck. Like, I'm gonna just recommend that to you already. If you ever need a spear resist item, I would recommend Scourge in its current point, because if you read the description, look, for 13 and no for 10 seconds, you get 40% spear resist, 20% debuff resist. But the important part is every single person around you in this field is going to have 3% of their max HP taken, over 3%. And
That's
that's with
crazy.
0 boons. So if you're max boons, it's probably closer to like 3.5%. Um, so imagining your Scourge hits everybody for the max duration on the whole team, you're doing 35% damage to 35% max HP damage to the entire team just by standing in there, while you also are getting 40% spirit resist.
That's crazy.
Right? So that's just like one item example, but it's like also like escalating. This is an item that is a damage item, but it also gives you 17% spear resist, right? So we always want to buy things that are going to do damage, but also give us some resist. Right?
Right.
Okay, cool. And I honestly think you'd be in a good spot. But let's actually get into the VOD itself, and we'll see how the actual gameplay is playing out. Here, let me pause this for 2 seconds. I'm getting like spam pinged. Oh my god, that shit is killing me. Let's look. Okay, I'll just deal with that in a second. Okay. Let's see.
I'm just waiting for the world to catch up with the times so I can show it. I'll run them through.
So instantly, we've kind of already made a mistake. And That's because you completely ignore the minion wave and then go for them. Where if you just kill this minion wave, you can upgrade an ability, and then that ability that you just wasted would be stronger
Right.
for whatever poke. Also, your lane would be crashing on them, so you have pressure. Right now, they like insta killed all your minions, and now you have 3 crashing into you when you could have just fought those. So, my first recommendation is always try to prioritize the lane first.
Okay.
So, yeah, like now it's just crashing on you, and look how much free damage they're getting on Venator because you guys have no pressure at all.
Yeah.
Okay, now another thing.
Something at the
Every single first wave, good. We always want to buy every single first wave. Okay, I'm liking this. Huge. Yeah. No, I mean you cleared so well. The one thing I would never do is I would never use an ability on a minion camp ever. The first one was fine because you're like trying to burst it. Never use this on minion camp.
See?
It's just it's never worth it because you have to think about this. Look at the cooldown on this. 26
guess.
seconds. Also, this is one of your only escape and healing options. If you remove this, then now you don't have heal anymore. You don't have an escape tool, and you also don't have a damage tool. When you could have just heavy meleeed the minion. Like honestly, if you just clicked your one and then stood in one of the minions and heavy meleeed 2 at the same time, you probably just insta kill 2 of the minions, and then you just heavy melee the third one and it's dead.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, I would never use that ability on the minion camp.
God.
I actually think if you're more aware of your cooldowns, I actually think you kill her.
Yeah,
Like you look how early your one comes up. Like if you just look at the silver right now, click one, like
yeah.
turn
You're
one,
probably
she's
right.
dead. Yeah, and look, I mean, again, it's just bad wave management. Like, if you guys had cleared these, your minions would have been crashing into them, and then they would be taking a fuck ton of damage from minions.
don't look.
You probably would. Yeah, dodge a minion. No, they do a ton of damage. Like,
Yeah.
like that's what I'm saying. That's why, like, you guys just completely ignore it, and it just keeps falling onto you.
Yeah.
Again, like even there, like we're doing the box route before we like the minion waves here. Like you still want to clear the wave and then do the thing.
Right.
Because now look, like look, you took two. I don't know if you saw, but you took 180 damage just for minions. Like this is gonna be like one of the biggest things you're gonna have to work on. Like again, minion wave is still crashing. And this is gonna sound like weird or like strange, but it's like you also are playing like way too passive. Apollo's strength is in the early game. He is like one of the
Right.
strongest laners in the game, and you're playing him so passive until you get poked down from minions or from them because they outrange you. And then
Right.
when you're low, you're like, okay, now I'll fight them. It's like, no, you should be on them the whole time. You should be like my buddy plays Apollo. The entire game, he's like pushed up on the team. He's heavy meleeing all the minions, standing close to them so his blade does the most amount of damage possible with left
Right.
click. Like, and then if people push up on him, if he's feeling stronger than them, he'll use his 3 to fight them, 1 to fight them, and if he's feeling weak, he'll just pop his 1, jump out, get away, or 3 out.
Right.
Like again, we're leaving the lane while the minions are here.
Yeah.
Like if any of these minions die, that minion you don't get that soul now. Like half of the souls are already gone for it. You might get the second half. The first half is gone.
Yeah, that's true.
And now it's crushing on you guys again. Also, like, this is just one of the worst positions to be in as Apollo anyways, because the whole point of Apollo is that he's so good at the lane that he can push the waves out and then go gank people. But
Yeah.
your wave is permanently at your tower, so you can never gank.
Oh, I meleeed him again. It was so bad.
No, first line melee was good though.
Yeah, but then I die here.
And the funny part too is if you're using any of these other builds, you would have already had extra regen at this point, and you probably would have been at a much better spot.
Oh.
I see Yamato.
Yeah, I mean both of them got their ults before you guys. Like I promise you, you will get so much better at this game if you just limit test. Like actually, like I think you'd be shocked at how much Mina, Apollo, Pocket they get away with. All three of them play the exact same, by the way. All three of them are playing super aggressive in the lane phase, pushing the minions as fast as possible, so that they can either look for picks on their lane, look for invades in the jungle, or look for ganks.
Right.
Like all three of these characters thrive at being up close. Like Amina, I see the biggest issue I see with Mina players is they're sitting behind here and here, and they're like trying to poke people, like when Mina really should be like on their fucking face.
Right.
Because every single one of them have crazy, crazy good escapes.
Keep the momentum going.
I mean, you kill her with your ult, but
She was or
I guess when did you get it? Oh, I hate this replay system. I guess you probably get it right after, or you probably had enough right after this kill.
got from
Yeah,
the
'cause
wave.
the wave right here. Yeah, that'd be tough. You'd have to be pretty
And then
fast.
I
I mean, if
just-
you walk up here, you definitely kill her right here. Um, if you walk up right here, pop ult, she dies.
Yep.
But you also are max HP with every cooldown up, pretty much.
B-box missing.
I see Holiday.
Good.
Holiday.
That scared me.
I see Yamato. I won't lie. I don't know what that does, but my kid says all the mystics are fine.
I just want to see where the wave state even was. Yeah, I mean, you guys win this encounter up here. Like, you literally get a pick, and then instead of clearing the wave to keep the pressure high, you guys just walk randomly back, and then the wave, like, like it doesn't matter if you guys win or lose any exchange. You guys are always losing the wave. Like,
Right.
I don't think there's been a single moment, even when you guys have been advantageous in health, advantageous in player count, that you guys have not had the wave crashing your fucking tower.
Playtime.
I hope we find someone walking alone.
I mean, it's the same. I'm gonna try to stop pointing it out after this, but it's like it's the same thing where you guys legit never commit to a wave ever. It's
Right.
like if you clear this wave, this fight becomes so much easier because if they try to push you, the minions are gonna fucking beat their ass. But
Yeah.
like you're still playing up past your minions, so you probably take damage from this one. Um, yeah, like it's hitting you right now, so you're immediately taking extra damage. You also just keep putting it in really bad spacing for Apollo because both these characters outrange you,
Yeah.
and you're playing so far back in positions where you literally can't like you can't do anything. Like your range. Like if you were sitting up in this veil right here, then it's
Yeah.
like if they push up, you can poke them, you can do anything to them,
Hmm.
and they have to commit. Right now, Holiday can just sit right here, throw barrels at you. Silver can just fucking throw her bolo and then just dive you.
To use item.
Yamato's missing.
That's just
Such bad
unfortunate.
timing.
This is unfortunate.
Headed to Broadway. Headed to Greenwich.
Another thing too is like I'll actually go back. So at this point of the game, I was a little focused on what you guys or like what you were actually doing, but it's like 8 minutes. The most important thing right now is sinners have spawned. Like you need to be here. You need to be here. Like you need to be
Right.
here. The fact that 2 minutes passed because I stopped it at 10 minutes and you hadn't gotten a single sinners is horrible, right?
Yeah.
You get this entire camp or you try to, right? I mean, that immediately is like 1.2k souls, 16 buffs, right? Even if you took the safer option and you took your side, again, 1.2k roughly, 16 buffs. I mean, you're in a much better position. And again, like, what do you consistently do or what you're consistently doing is you're going for things that aren't guaranteed. And as I've said, like we want to do the exact opposite. Why are we taking trades with people that we've lost the trades to 5 times, right?
Right.
When we could just go and do something that's guaranteed. Get this, get this, get this, get this. Then it's like, oh, I'm stronger now that I have more money. I buy. Boom, you have probably cold front by the time you clear everything out. Maybe do a small camp. It's like, okay, I have like a big power spike. And if you were yeah, and it's also your 4.8k spike too. So like you're gonna do a fuck ton of damage, right? And now it's like, okay, now I can start to play aggressive. Now I can like let me see. I can this lane seems to be doing like your side seems to be doing pretty well. So it's like, okay, maybe I go and get a gank here with my money, right?
Right.
Turning a 3v2 or turning a 2v2 into a 3v2 is gonna be way more guaranteed than just keep fighting this 2v2 over and over again. It's like we're doing the passive play, which is back boxes, which are going to do nothing. And again, we're doing the back boxes when we have no wave pressure.
Yeah.
I hope we find someone walking alone.
Ready to use item.
Yamato's missing.
Oh yeah, sorry. I forgot that we already watched this shit.
Headed to Greenwich.
Yeah, look, I mean, it's 10 minutes in. We're going for bridge buff, I think. This is good. That's great. If we look at the map state, like still most of these centers on the map have not been taken
Yeah,
yet.
it looks like no one's taken one.
No, literally. And if you actually look at the soul distribution in this game, like you'll see that you have 2 kill participation. Let's actually look at it this way, right? Your Venator has 2 kills, 0 deaths, 1 assist, and still has the same amount of souls roughly as a guy who's 1-3, right?
Yeah.
He's not playing efficiently. You are 1-3 with 6k. You're this silver is 1.1k ahead of you. and they've died like 2 times more, or you've died 2 times more, which means they're not playing efficiently. Like there's a lot of ways that you could have been ahead in this game because
Yeah.
they're also not playing efficiently, right? Great. Why are we? I feel like you're playing too passive around your ult too. Like you definitely kill him if you just ult.
Possibly, yeah. I feel like
The bare
I feel like I
minimum too.
categorize it as just like an execute, not like a continue the engagement out of my fault.
Yeah, you need to rethink that first off because it's not
Yeah. I mean
like
it does like
besides like it's half
less,
half
yeah.
HP. It does more, but what this ability really does, and you'll see it for 2 seconds while you're ulting him, they can't move.
Yeah.
Right? So if you popped ult like let's say like right here, that gives your Mo and Krill time to come up and engage. That gives you time to pop your one after. He's gonna immediately go on this jump pad. You hit him one more time with your left click and he gets fucking stunned. Cause I mean his HP is busted right now, like over his head. I don't know even where he is right now. Yeah, so it looks like he's like max HP, but in reality he's actually half.
Yeah.
So like I think you honestly like cook him. Um
I see holiday.
At the bare minimum, anytime your ult is up, we need to look for picks. We need to either a gank, we need to do something.
Okay.
Because we pretty much want to use that off cooldown.
I'll bleed them out. One strike at a time.
Oh, I wasted so much time here.
I mean, literally look at your soul count, right? Let's just look at your soul count all the way back. We'll go back. Screw it. You're at no, I'll keep going actually. I'm like, we can keep going actually before this entire encounter. We're gonna go back to here. Right. So you're at 6.2k. Let's see how much in this next minute your souls increase.
I see holiday. I see Yamato. I'll bleed them out. One strike at a time.
So it's been an entire minute, and you have gone 500 souls, which is less than a single wave.
Yeah.
And it's because you're just roaming around. What I explained earlier with the M1 and the off carry, the thing that you're supposed to be doing is not roam around. Like that's like the complete opposite. You want to catch every single wave, and you've missed most waves. That's why you only have 5k wave souls by 20 minutes.
Right.
Which again, I think might be the lowest I've seen.
Gotcha.
Like, why not ult there? That's a
Yeah.
free kill.
Come back here, coward.
Like, yeah, like I mean, Yamato's free kill there. Like, we need to again, like this needs to be off cooldown. Like every single time you have it up, you need to look for whatever fight you're engaging. You need to take it. Good.
I see Yamato. I see holiday.
Like you could have ulted her under tower, she dies.
Yeah.
Like this is 145 seconds. You probably could have used it twice by now.
Probably.
Well, for sure, because it was around 10 minutes when you fought the 7. You could have ulted then. It's like we're doing back camps as a spirit carry. So like again, like your entire role is you want to get your team ahead. Like that is what you do. Like my duo is like a top 30 pocket, right? Really fucking good. And
Yeah.
his entire goal is he goes literally from he'll start on his lane, win the lane, or if he's losing his lane, he'll go to the other lane next to him and win that lane. And then he'll look and he'll see what other lane he can win and he'll win that lane. And then he'll go back and clear his lane if he didn't win it earlier. Like he is trying to set every single one of his lanes up for success. But if you can't do that, like in games where he's not strong enough to do that, he sits in a side lane and he just farms. Right. Because like you do boxes so much and like boxes are so bad. Also, act like this camp does not exist. By the way, it's by far the worst camp in the game. It's not even worth taking. It's like just so far from everything. Like imagine you're with your team.
Yeah, that's true.
Like Rift has already came and went. Like so much shit has already happened, and we haven't been present for any of it because we're still getting boxes, which again are like the worst soul income.
A green walker is under attack.
You could have used this 3 times, by the way.
Bad.
Yeah, you should have held it, but I'll forgive you for that. Now let's look what we can do. I like how you took the wave. Yes, we get the iron. W. Now that's what we like to see because this is we're actually playing on the map.
I can't help but notice you haven't dropped me off. Ready to use item. The pressure of
You also after every single air dash, you should always slide after. You like never slide after you dash. Like right there.
Oh, you're
slide.
right. What the
Right
heck?
there, slide.
That's crazy.
You also never mantle slide like at all. Those 2 moments where you could have mantle slided right there, you didn't. Which is actually bad for you because like the way you're playing right now is you're already playing super slow around the map. Like you're not doing anything. You're just walking and getting camps. But
Yeah.
also while you're doing that, your also general movement is slow, so you're also doing that ineffective or inefficiently.
Right.
So it's like double. It's like double bad. I do like what you're doing right now though. Like I love you stealing their camp. That's what you should be doing the whole game. If you are gonna just do camps. Like this is horrible. Like your wave is getting fucking shoved in. If you even come over here, even if the Calico is doing this, if you guys split this, you get significantly more than whatever this is worth.
Right.
Or you could go and help your team mid. There's so many options.
There's the golem.
Yeah, no mental slide there. No mental slide there.
A Venator
No
will
mental slide
not
there.
be
Oh, you did.
denied.
W. I mean, like, look at how little money you're generating.
Yeah.
I see holiday. I'll show them what my tutors taught me.
Let's see. Side Earth is gonna spawn.
I see silver. Careful, Venator.
Let me fix. Okay, if you want to get one more kill here,
I see holiday.
Oh, I die here. I forgot. We chase them and Donovan ults us.
if this team is good, by the way, they just go mid boss. But you guys died right before Rift, which is where you guys probably should have fought. But I mean, that's another thing is like this fight right here. Like, what does it accomplish? Like, actually, what does it accomplish? Like, there's no objective here.
Yeah.
It's like even if you guys get a few kills, it doesn't really like give you anything, unless you guys literally got 2-kill advantage, which was gonna be hard there, and then gone mid boss. But like that's your only option. But there's also again something that's guaranteed right here that will give you mid boss if you just team fought here.
Cool.
I'm like, thankfully, I think you guys are gonna get it. Okay, we're going to jungle while a major event is happening on the map. We literally are going mid, not getting a single wave. This tower is literally getting pushed in by silver. We're not going there. This fucking objective is getting taken. Like, I'm not gonna lie, your next game, try playing it without taking a single jungle camp or box. Like,
Okay.
because and it's that's not how you should play. But I need you to experience what getting waves feels like, and the impact you'll have. Like, like you actually need to be banned from boxes actually, because like this is terrorist shit. Like your character is so good in the early game. Like that's why your character is any good at all. Is because your early game is so strong. And every single team fight, you're nowhere to be found. Like you're nowhere to be found. You're perma farming in the jungle. And like right now, also your team just clutched up for you. W. If you guys go mid boss right now, you just win the game. But because two of them are dead. But I doubt you guys go mid boss. Yep, no mid boss. And now Bebop's up and Mina's dead. So you guys could have been up by like another 10k if you guys just win mid boss. This is what I mean by like the fundamental issue I see in so many low elo games is they're not looking for that opportunity. Like
Right.
anytime, like if you were to check, like if I had an eye tracker while I'm playing and you could see where my eyes were looking, 50% of it would be like here, and then 50% of it would be here and here,
Right.
right? Like half the time I'm moving around the map, I'm not even fucking looking at my screen. Like I'm just looking at this and just seeing, okay, how many people are dead. Like actually, I think you guys immediately pretty much like secure like massive lead if you go here. We're also doing again. What did I say earlier? Was like one of the biggest throws is pushing one lane when your other lanes aren't really pushed in.
Yeah.
So like this lane has decent prio, but not a single person is pushing it. This lane is horrible prio, and this lane is like, why are we here? What does this accomplish? Like I know you're not here, but like
Yeah.
this fight accomplishes nothing. If you guys win this, what? Like
Nothing. Okay.
no objective here. Like you're just getting kills for kills' sakes, which is not nearly as important as just like let's just go mid boss.
Share in this glory, Krill. Without your effort, they would not. Oh, please. Where the hell did they go? A blue walker is under attack.
So I'm pretty sure you just lost souls because I'm pretty sure it said you sold extra stamina and then rebought it.
Guy misclicked.
Yeah, and that sucks. That happens though.
They've destroyed our blue walker.
Yeah, so you guys won a massive team fight, and then as your reward, you lost a walker because you guys didn't go mid boss. Like right here, one person is dead. So if we're 6-stack max HP, what we're looking for is one other kill.
Right.
So what you guys are, this team is doing the exact same thing I just critiqued. No lane pressure, no lane pressure. You guys are dry pushing a walker. The only thing this team needs to do is come here, because why would they come here? It's
Yeah.
already pushed. Why would they come here? It's already pushed. And now look, there's like 6 people coming right there.
Headed to blue.
And then 2 of you guys die. If I'm on their team, I just say, hey, let's not even fight this. Let's just go mid boss, and then you guys lose.
Yeah.
Now definitely mid boss, you guys just lose. Good ult away.
A green walker is under attack.
See that this team's shit because they didn't even go mid boss.
Yeah.
I promise you, like that's always the thing that raises people's like win rate by a shit ton when they're in lower elo is like just noticing when you can do mid boss, because a lot of them don't know when to do it. If you know what to look for, you'll win so much more games.
I see Yamato.
I see Yamato.
We would be in peril.
Okay, so they're spawning yellow. Love that. So look at your ult, by the way. It's already back. Like, you just used this to get a kill. It's okay. Also, one thing I don't see you do that often is, like, don't be afraid to hold this to delay it. Like, you don't have to always insta-cast it. If you just hold left click, you'll stay in the...
But I actually had no idea.
Yeah, no,
Being
if you
reading.
hold it, it can, like, you literally can hold it for, like, an extra, like, 3 seconds. So you can, like, bait a lot of people into doing shit.
I actually had no clue.
Yeah. Also, like you guys are just getting up Rift for free. Again, like, this is, like, an important objective. That's a team fight. Like, and what are we doing? We're doing Sinners. Like, now they just get this for free. They get a bunch of money for free. They get to come back into the game for free. I think it gets the Walker, though. W split.
You can hold it infinitely, by the way.
The ult?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I did not know that. So if I see that we have one person about to respawn and they have one that's still waiting for a long time, I'm just like, let's wait for Mina and let's hard push.
Oh.
Because if you guys get this kill, okay, what are we doing?
Mid.
Yeah, what are we not gonna do?
Not mid.
Yeah.
Mid. Wait, no. I think we go mid here.
W. Now I'm like, how do you guys lose? Actually, well, Dynamo does have ult, which is like, that's brutal.
Silver comes in and steals too. No, what was it?
Well,
This one?
also, your carry is throwing right now
King.
because he ran away from mid boss.
Wait, he's the one who called it. Now I'm confused.
Yeah, I mean, he threw there. The Dynamo also just threw here? Question mark?
Unstop, bro. Get in, Dom.
Come at me all you want. The result's gonna be the same.
I mean, it still hasn't taken yet. And you're about to have ult, which your ult is really good for stealing.
Yeah, they
It's
just
not gonna
got it
take some
too.
time. I mean, honestly, I'm not even gonna blame that on you. That honestly was 100% this guy's fault because he's the only person that like tears through that and he
Yeah.
just randomly runs away from it. So that's whenever you have to bitch and yell at your teammate and just tell them get to mid boss, get to mid boss. Everybody go mid boss.
Bro.
That's just unlucky. But you guys had the right idea. Good pick.
You guys get in the pic. Let me know when you want us to pick out the pic.
It's a good. Man, like how risky you're playing here, and I think it shows you like how much this character can get away with. Right?
Yeah.
If you can get away with this much, like this many people fighting you when you have unoptimized items, whilst also like being down in net worth, like you can definitely do this in lane against two people that are the same. Right? I mean, like honestly, now the game's not like over, but it's like it's kind of over. It's kind of.
I see holiday. I see holiday.
Yeah.
Let's take out
Like
B-bomb.
right now, we're like we have ults up. we are playing passive with boxes in the back of the back of the map.
Yeah.
It's like if you look at Yamato, who's playing the same role as you, like she's called out 3 times which side's Rift's gonna be on.
Yeah.
Like she's on the side lane, she's looking. Okay, Rift's not gonna be over there, so it must be over there. Okay, I'm looking for urns. I'm looking for. She's in way more fights than you. Look at her kill participation compared to yours. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, even like somebody like Holiday, which isn't necessarily a spirit carry, but she's kind of playing it like one. She has way more kill participation. Like, this is dope. I would say that's a successful fight. So now, what is the mistake that we're making right now?
So we're making or they're making?
The team, you guys are making as a team.
We're 5-star. Yeah, 5 stacking one side.
Yeah, we're dry shoving the one lane when 2 lanes are not healthy.
Yeah.
Like anytime you guys win a team fight, you always have to go back and fix the lanes and then get the farm. Like that is what you should always do. When you win big team fights like that, if there's not another major objective like Rift, like mid boss, like Earn, then all we're going to do is we're going to reset. We're going to shove out the rest of the waves, and then we're going to farm up, right?
Right.
Because right now, like, look, like, I mean, even if we take this away, like, you first off could have bought a 4,800 item that you just didn't.
Yeah.
But even not, like, you could have even had like a 4,600 or 6,400 item. Oh, what the fuck? Ooh. Sorry, that should like, confuse the fuck out of me. It's like saying you're buying a bunch of shit, but I think it's just a glitch. Yeah, I'm like trying to.
Looks like Mina was buying that. That one was me. Oh, what? Yeah.
I don't know. You didn't have spiritually that I saw.
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it was Mina's items or something. That was weird as fuck.
I see holiday. I see holiday.
Mid-boss has arrived.
Let's go mid.
Like, you know they're in mid boss. Your ult again really good for stealing it. Good. That was really well done. I was gonna say the person that I would always use my ult on is Dynamo. If you see him, because if you ult him, he gets silenced and he can't pop his ult. So if you see him in a team fight, pop ult on him and then everybody dives him. And then I mean honestly, there's not even like really much more worth watching. I'll see you get a bunch of kills here, so I'll go and look at it. But honestly, like the game is over. I would. This is the point where I would say the game is over, barring them making like a bunch of really big mistakes.
They will return, and we they can run, but it's only
Yeah, I'm like, why did we not ult immediately? You could.
Well, I wanted to try and save it for someone else because I thought I could just kill her and ult someone else.
Let me go back here too. She gives you a fuck ton of money.
They will learn what it means to fail. I see 7.
I don't remember. Oh, I was entering my father. He was texting me.
That's not good.
Oh, it sucks.
I'll be doing that all the time. I'll be doing that all the time. I don't know. Good kill.
There's the cola.
I got something for
Okay.
ya.
Okay.
Oh, this was the
Yes.
unfortunate part.
Yeah, I'm like, what happens next? Because I'm like, y'all get mid boss for free here.
So we go mid boss and silver steals 2 for some. I think. Taken.
Hopefully you guys buy. Well, also like, we've immediately like squandered so much. Like we should have rushed it immediately. Because now we're giving them time to reset the waves. Like we're giving them time to heal up. Like,
Under.
is he gone though?
Oh, he comes back pretty.
I mean, immediately like the opportunity's gone.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if you
Totally.
guys did it immediately, you guys win that. Like, it's
Yeah, that's
literally
true.
free. But you guys waited so long, and now 3 of them are up. Dynamo's about to be up. Bebop's about to be up. So now, instead of having a 3v2 where these 2 are super low and we just force this, now we have to go against a 5v6 when they have better ults.
Yeah.
You want to know what's crazy, though? Is, like, if you ult there
Yeah.
before she runs in, because technically your ult is not a stun. It's like a time slow type thing.
Yeah.
Like, she can't make it there.
Thanks for the
Chase Yamato and I kill.
Craziest part too is like if you had just better items, you actually just like you'd be so much stronger. Like a Scourge in any of those team fights. The best part about Scourge too is like if you ever get caught in Dynamo ult, it still is hitting everybody around Dynamo. Like, and you also are 40% spear resist. Yeah, I mean at this point it's just over.
Yeah.
Let me see. Oh, I hate that it's broken. There we go. 10 minutes. Oh, yeah, I mean, still most of the damage you're taking from is from spirit, but it's like a lot of these characters, like she is squishy, like you could really cook a lot of these guys. It's just like, and it's weird too because it's not even like spear resist items. It's like you have 3 things that are to stop CC, but like
Yeah.
how often are you really getting CC'd? I'm not seeing you
Well,
die from CC like ever, except for
It's been.
Dynamo.
It was Dynamo the past like 4 fights.
Yeah, it's like you only need 1 of those for Dynamo, which is unstop. Even then, probably just end on, you're fine.
Yeah.
But also, if I'm playing Apollo, none of that shit matters anyways because my positioning I would never be close enough to Dynamo. Like my positioning would be away from him and bothering somebody else, or I'd ult prior to him ulting. It's
Right.
like, yeah. I mean, and he has like pretty much no sustain items. Okay. Um. So after watching that, do we have a better understanding of everything?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Do we have any specific questions of something that maybe I didn't cover in that?
Um.
It can be about any character too. It doesn't have to be about Apollo specifically.
I don't really think so.
Let me actually. I'm gonna look at one of these games. My friend played Apollo. This one. Oh no, these are standards. Yeah, look at my win rate by the way recently. It's been bleak. It's been bleak. Looks like I'm trying new builds. It's like fucking me up. Where's my fucking Apollo? This game. How dumb it is. It doesn't do great. As you can see. But you'll see how he kind of acts in lane. That's crazy if you can hold it forever. That's kind of nuts. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, you really can't just fucking hold it forever.
I mean,
You're going to die.
Yeah, no, the also the fucking ranking system actually is making me so mad this game because Rain is like a top 50 Wraith player. Like she or he, I don't know. Is like a high Eterna 6. And then our fucking M1 this game, or no, all three of these people were all like Ascendant players. And I'm
awesome.
like, okay, that's sick. Well, it's because after the reset, like so many ranks are in Oracle, like high Oracle, because that's like where the highest cap was.
Yeah.
And so like day one, which is when we played the most, was like it'd be like a turn of 6 players versus like Ascendant Phantom players, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh fucking god, it was just roulette of who got the high Eternuses.
I know they did say like when they patched, they said the week after the patch date they would have changed it, like made it where it's like
Mm,
the match quality is better. So I might just wait to play ranked until. I mean, I can't even play ranked yet. I'm still like
yeah.
10 wins on Apollo. 25 more.
So I just want you to look at his spacing and where he's playing. He dies. This is an example of a lane that doesn't really particularly go well. But if you actually see like where he's positioning himself and how he's taking engagements, it's not nearly as passive, if that makes sense.
Right.
And I know that he was bitching at me that the Abrams was legit not helping him take the wave at all,
An item.
which is fucking typical. See how they focus most of the wave first, though? And now
Yeah.
there's no wave crashing their tower. And do you see how aggressive he's playing and how much HP he still has?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Like, you can get away with a lot in this character. And, like, honestly, he's getting unlucky because his Abrams is playing so passive. But imagine if his Abrams was playing as aggressive. Like, he's just so late to everything. Yeah, he's, like, so late to everything.
Charge is almost ready.
Like, I mean, you see him, he's pretty much 1v2ing them
Yeah.
under their guardian. Like this character can get away with a ton. So it's like that's how you have to play him. And I think he gets caught out and dies here. Yeah. And he missed his one, which sucks. Yeah, he was human.
Let's go yellow.
Rated.
I see Ray.
Charge is on cooldown.
One thing to keep in mind is look how many boxes he's taking.
Yeah.
Fucking like 9. Like
A triple life parry.
yeah.
They knew they were outmatched.
Like if I told him that we should have laned together because honestly, if we lane together in this game, we'd fucking cook. But this is also something that you're gonna have to keep in mind is like this shows you how much benefit you get from playing aggressive. And one thing I see is like lower elo players, they play so passive. Like this Abrams, I'm pretty sure this Abrams was like an ascendant player.
Yeah.
And you can tell the difference in aggression between like a top player and somebody who's not. And it's like if this person was playing at his speed, they would have gotten multiple kills multiple times. And that is like the biggest issue. So always limit test, always try to play as aggressive as possible. Within reason. But I think it'll take you very far.
That makes a lot of sense.
And also just focus on mantle sliding and sliding up.
Yeah, I didn't realize how
upgrade
much, how little I did, how little I actually did.
Yeah, because literally every single time you dash, you should slide, and every single time you jump up something, you should slide.
And it's actually fun. Like I told my friend who I was teaching yesterday the game for the first time,
Mhm.
how to do that, and then I proceed not to do it.
Yeah, I mean, that's how it goes. Sometimes you just don't know how little you do something until you watch it back, right?
Yeah,
Um,
a lot of views are.
They really are. I honestly think you'll be in a much better spot now. Again, like even that game, even if you had made all the exact same mistakes that you made and just had in mind to go mid boss after 2 kills, like you guys probably still would have won, even if you made the exact same micro mistakes and macro mistakes throughout the entire game. Um,
Mark my
yeah,
words.
I think you're gonna be in a decent spot. So I wouldn't worry about too much. Um,
I can't wait
but
to
yeah,
see the look on your
that's
face.
pretty much everything for me. We already talked about itemization again. I'll just get a fucking build. I would do ABLs, just
Or
left to right it,
I'll
like
do that.
literally left to right it.
Um,
If you're struggling with resto locket, which I know some people like, it's a
struggle
little
how
like if
using
you're
it
struggling
or
like using it, like
oh,
if
I
you don't
love
find
using it.
stuff
I
you
think it's so broken.
okay, it is really strong. Sometimes people just they forget it exists, but if you're
Oh,
already comfortable with it, yeah, then keep it in
free
your build.
stamina is so
Uh,
nice, bro.
yeah, it's mega OP for this character. Yeah, try this build out. I think you'll find a lot more success. And then if you're going into like a super heavy spirit comp, Scourge,
Yeah,
super good. Honestly, that you'll just see that like once you get these 2 items, like I mean you'll just see like your stats are
true.
going fucking to the moon.
When should I should I buy dispel magic every game or like only
I won't rest.
it's on the right side or for optional? Aren't like
Yeah,
incorporated in?
nah, dispel would legit be only if the team is spamming slowing hex. Is really whenever you want
Okay.
it, because when you get slowing hexed, you can't do your abilities as much as you'd like to. So that's
Okay.
when I would do it. But really in low elo, you'll probably be fine just left to righting at least this row.
Yeah.
I do think this item is mega OP though. If you start incorporating it, it's so good for chasing people. I see you like there was multiple times where people kept getting away from you like with slowing hex, like Infernus can't dash, like Silva can't
Yeah,
do
yeah.
her dash, like Mina can't do bats. Like so many characters are like super nerfed. So I like throwing this in before boundless. You don't have to if you feel like they don't have a ton of escape. But if so, it's just always good to, get in extra damage while they can't move.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, I keep fine tuning it. I can give you my Mina and my
Excellent taste.
what's it called? My Mina in my pocket build as well. Mina, I think Osis is the best build. I think his build is really fucking good.
Okay.
So really recommend it. Although this part's weird. Um, so if you're playing Mina, I would do Osis. I think this build's really good. And if you look, as we said earlier, we get both hit. Yeah, so really good. Then for pocket,
Ixion protects its own.
where's this guy?
Gotta make my move. It's time to
Pocket.
strike.
I don't play a ton of it, but my friend he uses the
Want a real
the
challenge?
Osis build or he uses the Duke build.
Okay.
Actually I think he uses the Duke build because he always gets Cult to Sacrifice.
Makes sense.
So probably the Duke build. But if not Duke,
I hate to do that to you, fellow Ixion.
Osis is really good.
Oh.
Yeah, hell yeah. I think you should be in a good spot. Things for me, if possible, if you felt like the session was decent, Metafy review, super, super, super clutch. Secondly, if you find that if you're finding yourself struggling over the next week, send me a message. Well, first off, you can send me a message whenever, whether you're doing good or bad. Literally, while we were in our session, the person I just coached messaged me and said, "Yeah, I just finished first game, so easy. You might be the goat with this coaching." Thing." So feel free to always message me. I like getting glazed. But if things are really hard, send me a match ID towards the end of the week, and I will just go over it myself, and I'll just write down notes, and I'll see what still isn't being implemented and what is. And we can lock in. And then, in terms of progress, I mean, just I would say take at least a month to try to incorporate everything. And if you're still feeling super, super stuck, feel free to reach out, and we can tackle some more like complex like discussions
Okay.
because right now we're having to focus on just like these things are glaringly bad. We're not able to go into like the nuance as much.
Yeah.
But yeah, hell yeah. Other than that, should we get to go?
Awesome.
Okay, well, I really appreciate it, boss. Take it easy in the meantime, and yeah, hit me up if you need anything.
Ready to strike.
Cheers, peace.
Nice job.
Yo.
Yep.